Hi everyone. Sorry, I was just trying to post something in the chat box, but it doesn't seem to want to post in. Anyway, we'll write it.
Ooh.
We'll just wait for
Oh,
a few
this app.
people.
With this app. Let's see.
We'll just wait for a few people to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
I'll
is this?
just. I don't know why you can't copy something and post it in there. Let's have a look. Otherwise, I'll just post it. I suppose maybe it's too much to post in. Let's have a look.
Isn't it funny that right now the Bashar event is going on as well?
Exactly.
It's quite fun, you know.
Oh, yeah, question. It's working. Hang on a sec. That's it. It was just too much to put in all at the same time. Yep, so we've got lots of Sasani energy going on.
Indeed.
Great momentum. Sorry, everybody, I'm just trying to put something. Yeah. Let's go. I've got to do it 3 times. That's like our lucky number. Let's go. Go. Here we go. The next bit. Select. Okay. Right, I've just done it in 3 times. Just to let everybody know. See if that's come up. Yep, there you go. Great. Okay, go. We've got some people in the room. That's great, isn't it? So, anyway, hi everybody, and welcome to the Hybrid Earth Alliance Club Room. So, if you're here with us live or listening to the replay, and wherever you are on this beautiful planet of ours, myself, Louise Benefield, and my co-host for tonight, Yahaira Vargas, are very pleased to welcome you here into our bubble reality, where we have the pleasure of hosting Linus Cordis, who channels a Sasani counterpart, who's also a first contact specialist, who's coming forward at this accelerated time to share his perspectives, insights, and tools to aid us in navigating to our preferred realities. He works closely with the hybrid children and loves teaching about quantum physics. I'd also like to add that it's my intention and Yahira's intention with these sessions to be of service and to be served. We are all teachers and we are all students. So, hello again, Linus. This is a continuing pleasure we have for you to come and join us and share Rohaan with us. And we're very excited for tonight's transmission. So, if there's anything that you'd like to add, and then we can let you get into the state and bring through Rohaan.
Yeah, I just want to
Louise, one
say
second.
thank you, everybody.
Just make me a moderator so I can do the stage thing.
So,
Sorry, yeah.
well, I think I will go to sleep now and bring Rohan through. Okay. All right, everybody. Enjoy
Okay,
the ride. And I'll talk
great.
to you all when I'm coming back from the sleeping state. Oh,
Have a nice sleep.
yeah, early sleep. Hello to you all. How are you doing in this moment of time?
Hi, Rohaan. We're doing great. We've got some people in the room and in the lounge ready to take your transmission and some questions afterwards. So we're all very
So they
excited.
will take this all together and all over.
Most definitely.
Take this all to your own heart.
Yes. Well, I have a little blessing that I'd like to share with you. So greetings, Rohaan, from our hearts to your hearts, and all of our beautiful hybrid children, and all beings who are connected to the hybrid realities and who are connecting in with us now. We radiate our unconditional love and the knowingness that through these connections, we are strengthening and solidifying the bridge to our hybrid realities. We honor and celebrate this connection and invite you into our hearts.
We thank you, and I thank you myself personally too, for that blessing. It's really appreciated. Before I will tell you or go into this particular topic, ET tech. First of all, you have to understand what you all now are experiencing in your reality. At this moment, you all are sensing more of our vibration, more of the Sasanya vibration. Because this has to do with the contact reality. So the more we are bringing through our vibration now into your reality in this way to you, and also in other ways, as you might know, it will help to solidify our reality and your reality together, to make it more concrete together, to form and construct the reality together that we all prefer together. Because it is just a matter of crystallization to make it visible. It already exists, of course, but now we're all making it visible so we can perceive it in the way we all prefer to perceive it to be. Does that make sense for you all?
Yes, it does. It's like we're having a Sasani party.
Well, you
And
have actually.
yes, and this has, well, definitely within our when we started our private HEA group, we were talking about things like this, about that we were experiencing on the astral. So we've been part of it for quite a long time. So it's just like bring it into fruition, like bring it, like you say, bringing it into physical, crystallizing it. And
Yes.
yeah.
And this is also happening also in other civilization as well that we have encountered before, that they are experiencing, as you would say, a party in a way. That more of particularly beings' energy is coming through to their reality, and the more of this vibration that comes to their reality, the more it can actually be a construction taking place to make it more visible, to more concrete. So you're experiencing that particular wave of vibration of contact. So,
Sorry, yes, of course, yes.
yes,
It's very apparent at the moment the amount of motion, emotion, energy in motion that's happening, and it's just getting stronger and stronger. And yeah, there's so many people now coming forward and excited about bringing it forward, and then the excitement's making it bigger, and I think everybody's feeling that as well.
yes, and also have in mind, all of you, some of you might feel that well, I feel quite weak in all this. Why is that? Remember, even if you, let's say, feel weak or tired, as you will say, it doesn't mean that it's a negative thing. It means that in order to experiencing more of the strength, you need to be feeling a weak so you can actually feel strength. Because you're letting go of all the other negative energies that is not you, and it will go through your whole system, your whole chakra energy system, and that can feel that you're getting tired or feel like you're weak. But that's the good symptom, because then it means you're actually feeling stronger and stronger at the same time.
I totally resonate with that, and I think a lot of people are experiencing that as well.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so yeah, that's very interesting.
Well, I assume that you all are interested in the topic, right? Or maybe you're not.
We definitely are. I'll let you get on with it. Thank you very
Or
much.
maybe I will say this to you that we do not do that. I'm kidding with you all. Want to make sure that you not get
Dry Sasani
disappointed.
humor. Is that dry
Yes.
Sasani humor?
No, it's very wet, sunny humor.
I was shocked for a moment there.
Shocked. Energy shocked?
Shocked,
Shocked. Electrified.
as in
Oh,
stopped.
All right. So, now let's have some fun.
yay!
As this topic, as you know, is referred to as ET tech and not technology. I'll explain to you what we mean by that. First of all, you have to understand too, on your planet, you are all that technified, so to speak. You are so used now to see you having your computer and you see your technology is advancing in this manner that you know it to be. And you have seen it to progress a lot, advance in your earth, in your past, and until now, you see what you can refer to as ancient technology, and now you have this more modern technology in your society. But still, a lot of your science are a little bit stuck, as they say. They are, in a way, not really progressing more when it comes to artificial intelligence, or how to, let's say, make it even more advanced. Because you're now experiencing in your reality that you have some limitations in your own technology. It is not that advanced as it could be. Of course, it could be more advanced, but if you will understand too that when you're using your technology, it's not really in that way technology in the way you understand it to be. Because there is nothing really in that say that needs to be in a logic resonance in, so to speak. Because the technology in of itself are simply yourself, your own consciousness. So let's say you create a device that will be, say you're creating a healing device. And you say, but how can I make it really, really, really smart that it can really heal me in a way that I prefer it to be? I'm so stuck, you might say. Well, because you will recognize that too if you make a device it simply use a conduit between the higher energy of yourself, which means your own higher mind, the higher you that you are being. So the technology is not really the device, it's actually your higher energy, your own higher mind. But you are transmitting it through a device so it can give what you need it to be, to do for you into your reality. So it's not the device itself doing it, it are the consciousness of yourself as a tool, as a ritual, if you will. If you come to this stage in your reality where you understand this, you can start to explain this to people that they can start to understand how to create a device and also go in with themselves in more in the spiritual aspect to feel to use more of the energy of themselves as using this device. And then they will start to see that this device will start to react in a different way, because the device will then be in tune to your higher minds. And in that way will be that they will reflect back to you. I hope this makes sense so far. So
Very
It
what you're
clear.
does.
so
It
what
does.
you're
Thank you.
doing in this way, you're technifying your own higher mind. But you're not making any technology, because it's not logic in that way as a device, you're technifying it. Making it more a little bit tech, so to speak. So, but you can also have this in your mind. Let's say when you go to sleep and you have astral dreams, and you might floating in cosmos. You can go wherever you want to go at once. That is really who you are. And you know that you don't really need a spacecraft when you're dreaming and you're floating in space. You can just be where you want to go. If you want to go to another planet, there you go there. Or if you want to go to another universe, you do that. But it's still all at once, because there's no space and time in the way you think it to be. Space and time is just an illusion in your reality, what you create to be, so you can have your physical reality experience. But there is no space and time in that particular way. That's why you can be everywhere at once when you're having your dream experiences. So, if you can put this concept when you're waking up and you go into your reality, and put this understanding, if you can remember it, that you're having those astralic or lucid dream experiences, so to speak, you put this realization into your physical reality. But this will be how it will reflect into your own physical reality at a point where you know there's no difference at all with what you're doing in your dream state and in your physical reality. So then the technology, as you say, will not be that what you think of to be as a technology. You will simply create a device where it actually allow you to channel the energy to your reality. So then you can create as an excuse to have a tool that look maybe like a spaceship to travel in your physical reality, but that's simply a tool for you. It doesn't need in the way that of the spaceship itself that is actually the main thing. It's actually the consciousness of itself, which is your higher mind. Does it make sense so far?
It does, yes. And I like the technify our higher mind
Yes, that's how
bit.
you technify your own higher mind. And also, that's why it's been a little bit fun, as we have seen and observed your culture for some time, where some of your government, as you say, not really government, because they are not really doing those kind of things, but there's more deeper things within the government, are doing what you say, reverse engineering spacecrafts. They are, of course, playing around to test and see if they can make them as we have. But as long as they don't understand how to improve their consciousness into the spacecraft, it will not be able to do as what R can do. They have some success to levitate above the ground, but not more than that, because they are still limited in that they have to be something that must be physicalized. That's why they are like stuck, if you will, in that area of not really advancing it even more further. Even also when it comes to gravitational, it's not really at all the way you think of it to be when it comes to gravitational field. Gravitational is just a part of what you in your reality create to be, in a way when it comes to anti-gravitational, but you don't create anti-gravitational field in a way, you just create a particular sphere of bubble that is isolating a ship from your reality, so it be more, let's say, more transparent. And when it's transparent in between the kinds of dimension or realities, if you want to put it in that way, then it can shift and go in and out multidimensionally more easily. And if you have a particular coordination in space and time, where you know that, oh, I have this planet vibrational frequencies, then you can improve that frequency within this particular energy sphere, and then you're changing the whole energy frequency signature of the craft, and then the craft will teleportate to the location what the frequency is representing of. So you're working when it comes to this aspect of technology, if you want to put it that way, with your own higher mind, with vibration, with energies. That's the main thing of it. So when you come to the point and understand, it has to do with your own higher mind, with vibration and energies, and then you can quantify those concepts more into your physical reality. And we can do that in that particular way, then you have advanced yourself a lot.
That sounds very interesting. So
And same with healing as well. Remember here too, you are in your medicine operational field and all that. You are creating different kinds of tool, medicational, no offense, but you are creating it in a limited physical way that you believe that you are needing these particular pills, and that's all good in your reality if you need it to be so. But please also remember that the healing power is not really per se the medication itself, it's yourself. You may have a pill that someone's giving you and you believe it helps you, and then you put it in alignment with that particular medication within you, and that's why you feel that the pill is actually healing you, but you agree to be healed from this medication. So all things is self-healing. All thing in your reality is you. You are making all that is to it. You're making all the healing. You're making all the shifts and so on in your reality you prefer it to do. So I assume now that I technify you all here.
no, that was some very interesting information. So that it brings it all back to us, and obviously because we're in this physical reality, and we've like densified into this physical reality. It's for us to be like connecting with the idea that we're using as a tool to know ourselves more. So connecting with that astral aspect of the idea already on an emotional vibrational level, then that
Yes.
will help us be more in contact with the whole idea, not just our physical representation of it.
No. Due to
Yeah.
that you are so physicalized, that's why you have your physical object in your reality that you believe to help you and assist you, whatever it needs to be. Even in your reality, as you're referring to as a table, and you believe the table to be solid, but it's not table solid at all. You believe it to be solid, and that's why you create the effect that it's solid, but it's not solid. It's just an illusion. And if you can break that particular understanding that things in your reality is not solid, there you go with the telekinesis effect. Then you can start to levitate things with your own consciousness and manipulate your reality in the way you prefer it to, because you don't create the belief system that is solid in that way.
Thank you for
So
clarifying.
what you can do as a tool exercise for you all here now, if you want, in your reality, you have something very light, what you're referring to as aluminium foil, right?
Yes.
Take a piece of aluminium, put it on the table, and use your mind to believe that you can actually move the aluminium with your mind, with your consciousness, and practice that. And if you come to a point where you actually can do that without touching it, and then you understand more how this actually works in your reality, that it's only up to your belief system, what you believe to be true, that create your reality. And things in that term it refers to as being solid in your reality is all up to you. So if you can start in that way of something that's real light, you will start to expand yourself, expand your consciousness much more in your reality. And if you can put this understanding much more in your technology, then you will have the result as I was talking about.
Well, that's very interesting. Actually, thank you very much for that permission slip and tool to do that.
Yes.
Right, so there's a few people in the room. If Helena, if you'd like to unmute yourself and ask Rohaan a question.
Wait. In what room?
Oh, we're in the room. They're in the room. They'd like to
In
ask
what
you
room? Are you in the room together with Chandler or what room?
the room.
What room? It's a room? I
It's
can't find you.
a
Where all you
virtual
are?
room.
A virtual room. A virtual room. Okay. I was kidding with you. I understand.
The unexpected. We like that.
You are so serious.
Maybe we are from Sirius. The serious
Well, in a way,
seriousness.
you have connections there, all of you, yes, but
Great. Anyway, Helena, if you'd like to unmute yourself and ask your question to Rohaan, please.
in the way you prefer it.
Hi, good evening.
Good day, good day, good day.
I had an interesting astral experience last night that I would like to understand better. I was finding myself on other planet. I was fully lucid and I looked up in the sky. It was a night sky, and I saw these beautiful, bright vortices in the sky, about 6 or 7, all next to each other, each in a different color. And I could fully lucid stare at them, and it was almost like they had some type of rune shapes integrated into the vortex shape. So I was wondering what I was actually watching or what that represented.
Well, it represents what you refer to as multidimensional energies that you are actually perceiving in the way of we actually perceive all the kinds of energies from all the dimension and in a way where somehow coming into your reality. But of course, in from the other dimension, they might represent something else, but in your dimension, they perceive as to be light and in that you what you perceive it to be, because that's how we can only translate into your reality. But it was different kinds of mix between things from other realities, what you're referring to as different kinds of consciousness involved in that.
Oh, all right. So it was a bit like a portal then to another dimension.
Yes, you were open a portal because when you are experiencing in yourself, particularly whatever you do with, even in your astral or even in your physical reality, when you are in a particular mix between your realities and your frequencies is in a specific range, you can actually in that moment be able to break into and perceive out different kinds of dimensional energies, portals, if you will, and tunnels. Because your
Oh,
reality is not that kind of lucid as you might think it to be, or so fixed in the way. It's quite in the way transparent in that way, but you create the concreteness because you believe so. But if you let go of that more and you hit that frequency in yourself, then you break that, and then you'll be able to perceive and understand how transparent your reality actually is.
all right. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for your assistance.
Thank you too for your own assistance.
James, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, can you hear me?
Very clear.
Hello, hello.
Hello. I am Maitreya, the future Buddha. I'm wondering what steps forward I can take in order to create heaven on earth.
Create heaven on earth.
Yes.
Well, is to take a step to heaven. Remember, The step forward is to be yourself, to do what you are excited about to do in your reality. That's the step forward, because then you also will experience stepping stones, because you actually increase yourself into a higher up. So you will feel the heaven comes down to earth as you are going forward. But you have to be in the excitement, in this vibration, because the excitement is the true core of your vibration, who you truly are. So there's nothing else besides that than to follow your own excitement, to be in this particular alignment with yourself and in your reality. So that will be the step to the excitement.
So just do what I want to do the most.
Yes, because remember, then it's all about vibration, energies, and all of that. If you are excited, you're giving all of your true coursing into vibration, and that will accelerate your life. You will move faster into what direction you need to go into. But if you stopping where you are, wondering right now, how can I move forward, then you feel that you are standing still, because you're not creating the momentum in your life, because you're not creating the true core vibration in yourself, which is the excitement. So you have to create the excitement in your life in order to move forward. That's why we, as we said all the time to you all, it's very important that you follow your excitement and be your true core self in your reality. So then you can move forward and walk on your path that you are meant to be on.
Or as my trainer, can I ask you what teachings will be better than others?
Not in a way that you have to see what is better than the other, it's much more what you're resonating with, what you feel drawn to, attracted to. You have to understand too that all what you are attracted to is there for a reason for you in your life. And that is the best teaching you can have, is what you are in that moment aligned with. But the next moment you might not like that at all, and then you tune to another teaching, and that's all fine too. All teaching will be new in every moment anyway. So do at the now moment what you are resonating with, and after that moment you do something else.
Yes.
Because you're looking for something more profound, as I can see. You're looking for something to give you something like a good teaching for you, looking for a good step forward. That's why you feel you're not moving forward, because you're looking for something else. Or you can just find where you are, because it's not that so difficult, because it's just right here with you right now.
Yes.
When you're creating the illusion of the distance, because you're creating that in your belief system, there must be something profound.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense. So I'm going to switch back to Standard Kamara, aka Satan.
Do
And
whatever
yeah,
you feel excited to do. That's up to you.
I'm excited to be Satan right now. So Satan, and I'm just going to be present and follow my highest joy and do what resonates with me the most.
Yes, remember, all anyway is an expression from the creation itself, used in a different way. It's the same
Yes.
energy, just expressed differently.
Is there a hierarchy of energy?
Not in the way you mean it, no. You might feel so, because in the way, in your reality, in other realities as well, you create even kind of hierarchy in that way, because you see that even in your realities, that you create that even in your own society of the hierarchy. So of course, in your reality, you might have a hierarchy of energies, but in terms of the whole baseline of the creation itself, no, there's no hierarchy in that way.
We are one.
Yeah, you all one, but it comes through differently to you all. That's where you interpret it to be different kinds of energies and different kinds of experiences, but it is one thing.
We are one, but there is still a peak of the pyramid, no?
No, it's just an illusion that you create with yourself. It's not really a fact, no.
But in physical reality, let's say the pyramids of Egypt, the one at the top would be the highest point of view.
Yeah, but in your reality, you will create that. But in terms, what you, it's not really per se a physical law that has a higher hierarchy in the way you create in your reality that is a higher on top of something, but this is in your reality, in the way you experiencing your reality to be. But it's not in the way written in stone, shall we say, that something is better than or higher up than something else.
Yes. Okay. I
Does that
understand.
make sense? Because
Makes
if that was the case, then we wouldn't be able to talk to it in this way.
yes.
Because you understand that we're coming from an advanced civilization.
Are you a pervert? You seem like you're a pervert.
We are all perverts, I guess.
I wasn't recording anyone. So I'm in a mental hospital, so there's pretty crazy people here.
Yes, but remember also to be where you are and understand that you are walking on your path the way you needs to do it and understand to be yourself, and then you will be all fine. If you want to express yourself in different way in terms of energies, in a negative way and all that, that's all fine too. So because remember, it is just from one thing anyway, from the creation itself.
yes.
Even Satan, even what we refer to Satan, demonic forces, it's still unconditioned from the creation itself. It's used in your belief system, how you interpret that to be with your belief system. There's nothing, a force, a different than the creation itself. That's why, even as we said before, even your worst enemy can be your soulmate.
Yeah.
So you see, there is no difference in that way. Use how you create it with your own belief systems. All right.
Yeah. As Satan, I just want to purify my name
Why?
because it's dirty right now. People are scared of
How
it.
so? Scared of you? Why?
I'm not sure why. I'm misunderstood.
Dirty in what way?
People avoid me. People, no one would really want a picture of Satan in the house.
But why do you think that to be who you want to be in your reality is that you prefer to be? Do you feel that's how you prefer to express yourself in your reality?
No, I just want to be understood.
Well, you already understood, but you create that you need something, that you need to be something else. That's why you get the reflection back, because you're not really being fully in yourself as to what you could be, because you're looking for something more profound. As I told you before, you don't need to, in a way, looking for something extraordinary. Just be who you are and see what is available for you at the moment and move forward in that way. Because remember, the solution is not really miles away, you see it in front of you. That's a solution. You're looking miles away to something that would solve something, but you know that solution, if you want to look at it in that way, is in front of you.
I think I just want to see people and invite them into heaven.
Say again.
I think I just want to see people and invite them into heaven.
But you are already in heaven. Here's the thing. You're all missing this part. You already are spirits. You're already in heaven. You don't need to go to heaven. You need to realize you are spirit beings. You need to realize that you are in heaven already.
So everyone is already in heaven.
Yes, you don't need to create something like why to reinvent the wheel again. You have to
But some
create
people
the
are still experiencing the dark night of the soul, still depressed, still
yeah, because
anxious.
that's something that they create within themselves. But if you put this out to them that they already are spiritual being, that they already are in heaven, to remind them of that, remind them that they are powerful, and remind them that they are from creation itself. This is how you start. This is how you create an understanding, not to bring something that's already there. Use about to remind them to create understanding who they are. Even for yourself to know who you are, to recognizing who you are in this moment. Even if someone feels dark energy, it doesn't mean that actually it's something negative. Remember, in order to perceive darkness, you have to see the light, because the lightness will make the reflection that is something dark.
Yes.
As you cannot know what a good apple tastes like if you don't have to taste a bad one. You need to have the reference. You need to have the balance between negative and positive, dark and light.
So the darker the night, the brighter the light.
Exactly. So if you look in that way to balance between the light and the darkness, and you are in between the balance there, then you will feel balanced and you will feel much, much more balanced, and people around you will see you clearly as well because you are balanced in those two aspects.
Yes.
All right. Think about that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Stephanie, you're next.
Oh, hello. The past
Hello.
hi. The past year I've been really focused
How
on.
is going with Hoka,
Oh, that's that's what I was
the
going to talk
shamanic
about.
specialist? Well, are you
Do you
feeling
know
progress?
her?
Yes.
What's your relationship with her?
Well, not in the way you might think of it to be, but we're aware because she's also working involved with Earth when it comes to different kind of shamanic energies.
Yes.
So we are
Oh,
aware of that. She's tuned to Earth precisely in that manner, especially more to also to your ancient culture on Earth.
yes. Yes. I'm just playing with all my ancient culture symbols right now. My little
Yes,
permission slips to connect with the past, especially with the Sassanid Empire.
yes.
Yes,
She's
the
very connected in
Aztecs.
that Susan Empire on your planet.
Yes.
So if
And
you focus more on that, you will experience more of her too.
okay. Well, I think just now that's what I was going to ask you about because I haven't been focusing on my Sasani connections for the past year because I've had a lot going on in Earth life. And but just now when you were doing your opening talk, I felt a really intense energy come down into my head and circle around my whole skull, and then my throat was contracting so hard I thought I was going to throw up, and I didn't get a clear direct message about what was coming through, and I was wondering if you had a perspective.
Yes, you are experiencing increasement in your vibration.
Ah,
You are alignment with our vibration in this particular transmission because we share a little bit more extra energy from our society to you all, and also that you're experiencing more of your own counterpart, Huka.
okay.
So that we're pulling things out to the surface from your system and the throwing up symptoms is because when you, if it happens too quickly, shall we say, you might feel you want to throw up because you're letting go of negative energies so you can be more pure and clean in yourself as a vessel.
Mm,
Because she wants to work with you more, she wants to come through you, as to say, more challenging way if you want to do. It's up to you, of course, anyway. But she wants to be channeled in this way if you want to.
okay, okay.
So that's why she's also in this way or in tune to you in this moment when you're talking to me.
I was thinking that might be the case. I just had, a lot of deep stuff going on and I couldn't focus on that, but
So
it's good to know.
what you can do from her, whenever you feel into meditation, you sit down and you focus on our vibration, and then at the same time you do chanting,
Hmm.
and then you feel the vibration and you feel the synchronization between you and her, and then you will make the connection for your own self much more balanced in yourself and much more expanded so you can bring more of the energy through you from her.
Okay, I will do that. Thank you so much.
And listen to, if you can, also some shamanic music or shamanic drums, shall we say.
Yes,
Be in
that's
this
something.
vibration. Because that was what shamans did on your planet in ancient time. They were actually using the drum to make them shift into all the realities.
Yes. When you're saying this right now, my body is jerking around.
Yes, because I'm also reflecting that more of the energy to you in this way.
Thank you. I appreciate you so much. You kind of like reawakened my connection.
You're welcome. So now let's jerk around.
Thank you,
Oh,
Rohan.
that's beautiful,
Thank
Stephanie.
you.
Very, very excited.
Yes.
that's
Thank
that's
you.
why you were here tonight.
Yes. Thank you, Louise.
Yeah. Oh, so very pleased for you. We're going to be here in hookah.
Yeah. That'll be fun. Okay. Bye. Thank you.
Beautiful. Milika, you're next.
Thank you. Hi, Linus. Hi, Rohan. Hi, everyone. I have two questions. My first question is, am I part of the hybridization program? And if yes, in which way? I mean, I guess I want to ask, do I have hybrid kids? And my second question is, who from a Sasani civilization is more personally connected to me, maybe counterparts? I know that I am connected to Elon. I feel that connection, but is there anyone else? Thank you.
Thank you. First of all, we will say this to you. Just that you were asking me if you are involved in the hybridization agenda, which means that you actually is involved, because otherwise you will not be able to ask the question, because in yourself you feel that, oh, I wonder if I am connected or involved in that somehow. Then you feel that something is going on. You feel that you have some kind of memories of it. And that is an
Yes, I
indicator
guess I
that
want
you
to
are,
ask more clearly because I
yes.
obviously don't have any clear memory. But yeah, I would
Yes,
like to know
you
more.
are involved in that way with a particular hybridization agenda. You have shared your DNA, your physical DNA, and also more of your, shall we say, your conscious DNA,
What kind of DNA,
where it's
sorry? Physical?
more conscious DNA,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
and also your physical DNA.
mm-hmm.
What it means with the conscious DNA is that it's more of your personality structure.
Mm, okay.
And, all right, wait. All right, yes, you are working with a specific gray being, which is what you can say being your future self.
Gray being. Mm-hmm.
This gray being, referred to as not.
Okay.
You are involved in a specific way that use your DNA in a much more profound way, and
Like
you're
what?
also more profound way,
Like what?
profound way.
Okay. Is this all connected to my disappearance once when I disappeared for 5.5 hours?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
And the thing here is that you're not only working with Earth in terms of the hybridization agenda. You are with you and not the gray bean. You're also working in another planet and doing also another kind of hybridization testing, shall we say, there as well.
hmm.
Because that planet will be also what the future humans will travel to when you have developed space travel. When
Nice.
you will colonize that planet with other beings there. So in a way you are pre-preparing it.
Cool. I guess.
So that is what I can say for at this moment now about that. In terms of designing beings, remember, as we all are in my society connected, we're all telepathically. Even if you are connected to feel that you're drawn to one specific being from my society, it's still that you are drawn to all of us. But someone maybe making it more, say, a little bit different kind of an input. You understand?
No, no, no.
Well, you said you were drawn to a lot, for example.
Well, yeah, I feel that there is,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
there is something
somehow
about
what
that.
these particular beings are sharing may make more some kind of input in your DNA.
Mm-hmm.
But it
Okay.
doesn't mean that you're not drawn to us. You're drawn to all of us, but you're making it more, say, outgoing from that specific being
Yeah, yeah,
in
absolutely.
terms of what you believe to be true in your reality.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you.
Rohan, my I'm not asking a question. I think I'm just stating. I feel that my desire to learn teleportation, to experience teleportation, somehow is connected to the hybrid children.
It is. You know why?
So, no, I don't know.
Guess.
My body is like shaking.
Well, because the hybrid children is playing around with this particular technology of teleportation, if you will. And they like also to pop in and out in your reality.
How can I move towards that experience? I've already experienced like bilocation with plant medicine. So basically, my body was there, but I was not. So it was a very interesting experience. So I feel that I'm very close to.
What you can do, as you are in a state between wake and asleep, when you go to sleep, or if you're sitting up, whatever you want to do with, play around with the wake state and sleeping state. And if you come between your waking state and your sleeping state, and you hit that particular state between, just right between there, and then it will start to shake, start to resonate, and in that moment there, you will be able to use this teleportation in yourself to teleportate to different kind of locations. Because you're breaking the solidifyness in your physical reality, but you're still awake, but not complete in your reality, and not fully asleep. You understand?
Is that like a mild astral?
Yes, but you do it also in your reality at the same
Oh,
time.
wow.
So the
Okay.
thing is not that you do it not in the way you think of astral in the dream. You do it with your body because you actually are, but you're still in your reality. So play around with that and see what
Oh,
happens.
I'm definitely gonna play around and gonna re-listen to the replay because
And remember, you can even see beings in your place. Even if you don't want to teleportate, you can still perceive many beings because there are many beings all the time around you, but you don't see them because they're on a different frequency. But if you
well,
come to that particular state between the wake and the sleep state, in between, you will then be able to perceive what is around you much more clearly.
is the light, my mom is seeing a light and when she turns there's nothing there and she's getting very like not angry but she's wanting to know okay what's happening and
Yes, she's perceiving that because she's not really focused to perceive something. She's focused in the light there, and then it reflects to what is already around her all the time. But she is able to perceive that because she's hitting the frequency level.
yes and she has not been pursuing it, it just happens to her
Yeah.
like when she was
Yes. When you because you know why that happens very often when people don't expect it to come, it comes.
no resistance.
Exactly. If you want to see something, you resist on it. That's what we see many times when people go out to watch and see some UFOs in the sky. They resist on it so much. They're not fully allowing themselves to be in themselves in a relaxed state.
Yes. And what my mom had this experience where she was on the mountain on my dad's property
Yes.
where she just felt this something was coming. Maybe she thought it was like rain, like a very strong rain, but it wasn't like there was nothing, but she knew something was there. and the windows were shaking. She was so scared, she didn't understand what happened. The next day, all the trees in the only in our property were the trees like broken, the branches, and my dad went to, the neighbors and see if other properties were the same, and nothing. It was only there while she was going through it. What was that?
It was energy from spaceship.
Yeah, I felt it, and I told her probably it's that, because when she was telling it, I was like, oh my God.
Yes, but remember also sometimes this can happen in your reality when, let's say I will use my spaceship and I will come to a particular, to your place. And it depends also what happens. Sometimes it also happens to make some proof to you that something has happened. So it can be for that reason to make a proof. But what it can happen also when our energy from our reality comes to your reality, then it can actually affect the trees, for example, because the trees is not in that way very, 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 very strong in the terms of energy in that way. Don't misinterpret what I'm saying here now, but I'm saying that it works the same thing with the lightning. You understand?
Yes.
It's like an energy pulsation into your reality from ours.
So when my mom saw, she was coming from Brazil, 1981, 1982, I was like 1 year old, and it was like 3 a.m. and she saw these two sun-like balls under the airplane, and it was a night. I mean, it was dark, and she was the only one awake and the only one that actually witnessed it. What what was that?
Yeah, it was only for her, and this also was from another parallel Earth. What are you referring to as the future humans?
So my mom being connected to all these situations.
I tell you this, the responsible for that light that she saw was actually what we can say her own future self, and in that way it was also you, the future you that you are, and also your whole family, but the future family of you that was coming and visiting past.
And I can say, like, she said she met me before when she was little. Like, there was a little girl that she met. She knew it was me when she had me. Like, it was a weird synchronicity thing, but she only realized it like just a few months ago. Like, I met you when I was a kid.
Exactly. And you know your mom, she's having a lot of experiences more, and she having more even more experiences she haven't told you yet.
I know, like, she just comes with things. I'm like, why didn't you tell me when it happened? She just tells me like later on.
She has a bunch of those, and she'll give them to you in a perfect timing because she knows how this works.
True. That's so true.
So
Thank
in
you
that
so
way, you
much.
can say she is your guide,
Oh, wow.
and
Louis?
you will understand more of this too, how this unfold on your earth, more of this too, your connection to your mom and to your whole family.
Yes, because my brother too experiences things that they're really beyond, even though he's not into it, it just happens to him. And I'm the one who's into it, like consciously. And I do have my own experiences, but they're like having to as well. And they're not pursuing it, but it's happening to them.
I'll tell you one thing here.
Yes.
If you're in the future, whatever you want to do this, if you're able to go to a place for a camping trip, if that would be so. Let's say you go with your family, your mom, if you want to.
Yeah.
And this camping trip, you have this intention that something's going to happen. Not insist, but you have the intention that something's going to happen. And what will happen, maybe happen, or will happen, who knows. But you can experiencing in that particular moment Why do I mention a cabin trip? Because that will be in the right time to do this. You will experiencing, perhaps, a whole reunion of your parallel self, future selves in that moment. You understand?
I understand so much. I want to scream and shout.
So it will be, and that will explain to you, it will tell you the connections you have and why you are here and why your mom is the way she is and so on, and why your brother is like this and your father, and all of these will make sense, and all, even your own children as well. It will make more and more and more sense because it this can only happen in the right place. So go to a place where you feel excited to camp for a weekend. Camp close to water if you can do it. So and see what happens.
Yes, we have a place by the mountain and by the river. Very beautiful. So isolated from the city. Just a few people around.
Yes, that will be a good spot.
Perfect. Thank you. So we are at the hour exactly.
All right. So before then we settle down, as you say, we are very happy to be here with you all, to share our vibration to you all in this manner. And you will feel much more because only if you are receiving the words, you're still receiving our energy, our full vibration to some degree in this particular way. And this will help you to be more of yourself, help you to perceive what you need to perceive in your reality. And the future years will be crazy, crazy in a way that will help you to expand the contact in your realities.
Thank you so much, Rohan.
I myself are on your planet, not on it, but above it, in the area you refer to as Cairo, over the pyramid.
That's very interesting. Thank you for adding that. Now we can. Now I've just got this like vision in my head of where you are. And thank you very much for this beautiful transmission that you've
And
shared
I
with
will
us.
tell a little secret to you all. You want to hear it all? A
Oh,
secret?
we love secrets.
Yes.
But if I tell you that, then it will not be a secret anymore. So let me think. Shall I tell the secret or not to you all? I think I tell it. Or maybe not. You want to
Oh,
hear it?
you're playing
You
with
want to hear
us.
it?
Yes, please.
All right, all right. This year, there will be some waves of UFOs. Did you hear that?
There's going to be, did you say waves of UFOs?
Yes.
You're going to be waving in waves.
You will see what happens when that happens.
Wow. And is one of your ships, the ship that you're on, is that one that we're going to be able to see?
Not my ship, no.
More of the Yael ships
Yes.
and the Shalanaya ships?
Yes.
It's very exciting.
and also the Pleiades.
Yes, of course. I've seen one already. So yeah, that's going to be very exciting.
Yes, and also to have in mind that the Pleiades are already among you. You don't know that, but they are. So that's why if you want to receive them more, you can go to places where it's not in your civilization. You can go to places and you can sit down and see what comes up.
Do we have time for one more questioner? We have one hand raised.
So the question is in the hand.
We have someone else wanting to ask a question.
It depends on the question. So quiet.
She's coming up.
Knock, knock.
Okay, you can unmute yourself and ask your question, Maria. On the bottom to the right, the mic, unmute it.
No, to the left, to the left. No, to the right, to the right. Left, right, left, right. No, up, 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 up.
Yeah, I don't think.
Did you
Up into the
find it,
sky.
Maria?
Oh, no, 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 down, 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 down.
Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello,
Hello, hello, hello, hello,
hello.
hello. Hello,
Hi.
hello, hello, how are you?
Sorry, I'm a newbie. Sorry.
I'm also a
Hi, I'm so
newbie.
happy.
Yes, me too. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am
It's really nice
excellent.
to talk to you.
Nice to
Great,
talk to
thank
you
you.
as
I'm
well.
excellent too. So I have
Excellent.
a question. I don't know if you can help me, please.
I think I can have
Um,
you.
I'm having some sort of pain attacks over sort of like dawn time when I sleep. And it's very strange. I used to had a problem with rheumatoid arthritis, but I sort of grew out of it. And I'm also a dream practitioner, so we practice lucid dreaming. So I'm doing lots of dream work, but somehow I cannot control these attacks, and it's extremely painful.
I
I don't know
understand.
if you
And
have
yes, you
any
can.
insight
Yes,
on
you
that.
can. This is a very easy way to let go of the pain because you're experiencing resistance in how you are experiencing yourself in that state. So the pain attack
Uh-huh.
is just a resistance mechanism you're experiencing, a symptom of the body not being fully in balance with yourself. So what you can do is to do more meditation, to allow yourself to be in a flow within yourself. You can even practice a Qigong.
Qigong.
Yes.
Hmm.
So
Like
you have to
just to
allow the
flow the
flow.
energy.
Yes. And
Mm-hmm.
then you will, because the pain is when you have a, if you imagine that there
Mm-hmm.
is, you have an energy in your body and there's a
Yeah.
blockage and the energy cannot
Yeah.
move and then it will
Mm-hmm.
expand, expand, and that's why it creates pain. And the pain attack comes because the energy cannot really transmit through your body smoothly.
But how is it happening? Like it's happening in my dream. I mean, at night. I can't even dream. I can't even remember if I dream something. I normally.
Because you are not really allowing yourself to fully relax your body. And when you go into sleep, then all this will come out because you then somehow trying to relax, you go in deeper, you go into the delta state. And when you come to that,
Mm-hmm.
and you're having this particular physical resistance in your body, then that will come out. Because it's trying to let go. Your body is all the time healing when you are in delta state. That's why it's healed. but if you have more things, then that's why you feel it, because your body's trying to let go of that at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I normally do meditation even at night, and I do dream planting. So I do quite a bit of dream work. I mean, conscious dream work. So is there anything, or do you mean do qigong when I'm awake, or do qigong when I'm lucid in dreaming?
When you are awake, because also you have to
When I'm awake.
remember create the balance between your physical reality body and also your etheric body, shall we say.
Etheric. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay.
And create more also walk in yourself, walk more. What that means is that walk more, create more flow, more movement in yourself by walking in your physical reality.
Mm-hmm. I'm quite. I mean, I think I do walk quite a lot. I move around, and I'm in the garden a lot, and
But
I'm
create
not.
the intention to walk in the momentum.
Oh, okay, like conscious walking, so sort of.
Yes, because then you also walk with your soul,
Hmm. Oh, okay, yeah, I
your
understand what you're
spirit.
saying. Mhm. Yes, yes, yeah, to be present. Hmm.
Yes, present
Okay,
in the moment, in yourself.
present in the moment, in myself. Okay, great. Thank you very much.
You are so welcome.
It's really nice to talk to you.
Nice to talk to you as well. What's your name?
Maria,
Maria. Nice to talk to you.
may I have one more question? Would it be possible? Or is it, are we over my time?
Well, there's no time from my side. It's up to you.
Mm. Yeah, this is a guide I'm talking to. She's my spirit guide, and her name is Gertie. Can you tell me more about her, maybe? She's like my, I don't know, my part of my soul or something.
Yes, well, she is a part of the healing aspect of that. And she is reflecting this to you that you can heal this, your pain, by relaxing into yourself. She is, in a way, you can say, more of a healing aspect of the future you as a being.
Of a future me. Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
you're welcome.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Okie dokie to say, we are thankful for this interaction with you all.
Well, thank you very much for taking that extra question, those extra questions. That was lovely.
Very well. So enjoy your time in the way you prefer to do.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hey, Linus, are you back with us?
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay.
Wow, that was great. That was great. And yeah, he's like coming out as his like funniness is like coming out a little bit more for us to he took us by surprise sometimes. We weren't quite which is like the unexpected, isn't it? So we
Yeah,
weren't
indeed.
quite sort of
Yeah.
ready for that, but that was really, yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love I'm very sensitive to energy, so when he's speaking, I can feel the energy behind the words, and it speaks so much more than what the words itself can deliver. So I love this having to share that space because I get a lot.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and yeah, it's as I think he loves to, make, because I think that the way he is, if he, are making jokes and he's being funny, he know that we also will relax more, we will open up more, and we can receive more of their energy.
Yes, it's been great as well. You know, it's like there's other Sasani counterparts that are in the house coming out and you know, waving the flag. We're here. We're connecting with you. So it's like doing this and bringing forward the energy it's then reflecting within us, and you know, then it's bringing our other parts out of ourselves, and it's just this beautiful, like, you know, continuation of the energy, and you know,
Yeah.
it's going to get stronger as well, and it's just very exciting at the moment. And
It is.
Stephanie, yeah, really happy for you. It's like, you know, it's like knowing our unfoldment, and you know, getting those little signs, and then yeah, this is the time.
Yeah, that was really exciting. I feel like it was so important for me to be here. And so I'm really, really excited and grateful.
Great, great, great.
Yeah, I love the at the beginning how he was joking because I was tense. I didn't realize it until I felt like I was shocked with what he was saying because I wasn't, and it did relax me into it. How awesome.
I don't know what he did, what he said. I don't remember. I know he was joking about, but I don't remember what he did in the beginning. No,
Yeah,
no.
something about not doing it or I don't remember quite, but I was like, what? But then oh, it's a joke. Oh,
Yeah, it was funny. We're just starting to get to know him, and the more that we're connecting with his vibration, and it's the reflection of, you know, knowing that part in ourselves, isn't it? You know, it's like we were feeling that like hesitation, and you can bring that into your own everyday life, like, you know, when you feel that hesitation, you're actually like looking at that part of you to go, you don't need to hesitate, you can just like, yeah, just like go with the flow. So there's so much on so many different levels that we're getting from these connections and gatherings, and you know, everybody sharing and speaking together. And I'd just like to say, anybody who's in the audience who just wants to come up and like chat, or you know, come and chat, come and say something, everyone's like welcome to share.
Yes.
And so we got Mike here as well. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm so happy I tuned in. I was super inspired to listen in. I would have probably listened to the recording anyway, but this was really good. I'm super excited for Tuesday, and no coincidence that, as you guys were saying, he was being a little bit funny, loosening things up, because I could totally feel the back and forth that's kind of happening between him and Moldovan, because of course it's a co-creation, right? And
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
this idea of Rohan kind of setting things up for, as you see now, Stephanie's here, I'm here. It's this beautiful coming together of
Exactly. Yeah.
these different Sasani energies. And as Moldovan shared with me, when I first listened to you, Linus, and I had to stop the recording and go over to the HEA group and said, I have to go on and channel. So you kind of opened the door. You guys opened the door in that way. But what the first thing that Maldwin told me, he says, it's time to taste the Sasani rainbow. And it's
Oh,
this
that's
whole
amazing.
idea of all of the different flavors, you know? So you get like more of a full picture of
Exactly.
what
Yeah.
that means. And I just love hearing from all different personalities, because for so long, and I love Bashar, of course, that's a big reason what brings us all together. But when you just have one person, or just like very few people, you're not getting the full picture. You're not getting a big picture view. And of course, it's all reflective of us getting closer to their vibration and their energy, where it's literally like the way I see it is, sure, there's not a landing happening or anything, but what's the precursor to something like that happening? It's going to be us getting familiar with more of them right now in this way. So
Exactly, exactly. Yeah.
yeah, so it's super exciting. So thank you, thank everybody, right? But no, I just wanted to especially get across, Linus and Rohan, like, that idea that you don't know what you're doing fully when you're doing it because it's just inspired action.
Yeah.
But no, it's you that opened the door. You, Luis, Yahaira, like everyone that's involved, you guys are like opening doors, right? So it's
That's
exciting.
fantastic, and I'm happy
Yeah.
to hear that you are going to do your channeling as well here. I think that's going to be amazing that you can do this and provide your counterpart, Maldivin, to bring him through and share that energy. It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And Stephanie, I also wanted to mention to you, because Luis was, she was talking about, because, we've connected before, me and you, with shamanism. And so I have been incorporating my drum a lot into my channelings. But, it's interesting. Maldivin, he's not really, that's not so much his theme. I have many other guides that have that type of theme. So I actually thought of you because with hookah, because there is that connection. So I just point that out because I'm really, really feeling all of us, like all of these counterparts, all of these beings really working together in that way.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that. And it's funny, a little while ago, Stephanie, I'm sure I was saying to you, you know, how like even playing the flute and playing the drum has had such like profound connection to that vibration. So, and it was funny that well, not funny, that Rohan mentioned the chanting as well, because I've probably said that before. This is a way that I've allowed myself to connect with Rohan and Moldovan as well. So yeah, it's, and while you're in that sort of bubble with other people, if you do that, that's just like a permission slip to get into that state of like connection. And like yeah, like you said, Mike, with Rohan, with Moldovan, it's like this idea that's already been arranged. We've already arranged this on the astral. We're just like listening to our intuition, following our excitement, and acting, bringing it through into our physical reality with action, inspired positive action, and manifesting and crystallizing it. And when we do work on our when we do follow our excitement, that is the path. It's
Mhm.
like, yeah, the formula, follow the formula, because that's all you need. And so these are like really exciting times, and I'm so
And
Yeah.
appreciative of everybody
Mike,
who's here.
I'm sorry, Louise. Mike, I love your energy. I just gotta say, I put it out there.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, we're all meant to be here, right? And also, this just came to mind is, and I often think about this in small groups. It's like how rare this is. Like if you literally compare it to the population, right, of the planet, like think about how rare and unique this is. So like we see it as, oh yeah, this is how things are, and this is like, our experience. But I'm just really excited to see how this expands, because I know it will. And there's something to be said about this time right now that kind of never repeats itself, where it's very small and then you see it, grow bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's an exciting time.
And truly, what
Yeah.
Louise said about just following your excitement, like how this came to be, was so funny because I was just feeling this unsettling energy that somehow I had to go to my Facebook friends and bring them to Clubhouse. So I just posted, here's my username on Clubhouse. And Louise immediately, like, she created magic from that. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable. And
Well,
just
yeah, that was just going from having that thought, and I was just like, when you feel into that excitement, there's like, it's like it takes you over. You have no, like, you don't even second guess it. You just, and when you go with it, it's just like it happens so quickly, and everything's happened so quickly. You don't even have time to like think about it, which is the best thing, not to have to think about it, just to like flow with it. And you know, that whole experience of doing that is so powerful. And yeah,
Yes,
it's
all
mind
the
blowing.
pieces coming together at the right time, little by little. They were just coming together, and it's building itself up, and it's going on. So it's just really awesome to see magic in real time.
Yeah, right. And the power of not pushing and just like literally just having fun. You know, just having fun. Like we're on this app where just a bunch of people get on, and at the end of the day, it's just like us exchanging through our vocals and just having fun here. And yet there's so much within that, so much transformation within that. And that's how it should be. You know, it's just
Exactly.
like a playground, like a game, not taken so seriously, you know? So
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and I'd like to add that, I mean, us up here, we've been in groups, haven't we? And like, you know, Mike and Stephanie and Yahaira, we've been in groups together. And I just look at that. Anybody out there who's like hesitating, or, you know, to join a group and to do like private sessions and to do sessions, it is the thing that like pushes you forward, because being in a very private group, it accelerates you to an extent that, because all the other people, they're being those reflections for you. And then when you get to know people, you go through so many experiences together to help you, like, you know, unfold yourself, that I would definitely, you know, say to anybody, it's a great thing to do.
I agree, Louise. I've learned and grown so much from being in our group.
Mhm.
Yeah, and thank you guys for the encouragement about the music and chanting. I definitely got the
Yeah,
message.
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Feel free to connect with me. I mean, that's like really in my wheelhouse lately and more. So yeah,
Oh,
feel free
cool.
to reach out to me too. Um, but yeah, going along with the group idea, the other thing I wanted to mention, because this was really exciting for me, is kind of the origins of HEA. Because so I one of the things I do is I'm a logo designer and I do branding. And so I don't do like other types of art really in terms of painting, drawing. It's through like symbols and logos. And so I kind of channel in that way. And I was super excited to create a symbol for HEA, like a logo for HEA. And also, we didn't know what the name was going to be. So I figured I'd just bring up like where that all came from. And it was a vision of a group being at an interstellar alliance meeting. And then imagine being in this type of meeting and you have to have a name to represent yourselves. And so we didn't know immediately Hybrid Earth Alliance, but that was one of the names. I mentioned a few different names and then we picked one. But that was the one we chose because this whole idea of from Earth, but creating this hybrid world. So like hybrid Earth. So that's like represents us at the table, right, with other interstellar beings. And so after that, um, I realized that HEA is an acronym for happily ever after. And then when I created the logo, if you look at the logo, there's there's a lot of meaning there where it's like Earth bridging with the cosmos, and that bridge that goes through the letters that represents us being the bridge. And then the stars at the top, like each of those at the top, it represents the 5 hybrid races. and it also is like a Yael ship, like a V-shaped ship. So I just want to mention that because this is like, that was the origins of HEA is in terms of the symbology and like what really gave the name meaning in that way, like for us to move forward with that. So it's really cool to see this now expand more.
Well, thanks so
Yeah.
much, Mike, for
Yeah.
sharing that. That's a little bit like our conversation the other day when you know about the bar that you met Hilda. It's the same thing, isn't it? When
Yeah.
you sort of realise that those little things that are actually showing you how it's coming together, and then think it just clarifies things, doesn't it? In a more profound way.
Yes, absolutely. And you feel that connection and yeah, so yeah, it's probably something we can mention somewhere, right? On like a page or probably create a site eventually.
And the whole
Definitely. That'll happen.
bridge idea, because Ryo had a transmission the other day about the Golden Bridge. We're definitely, it's like we're on that bridge, and Rohaan mentioned it in our hybrid children transmission that they're on one side of the bridge, we're on the other, and like we're meeting in the middle. So for me, that whole metaphor of us, like we're walking and we're like meeting. It's not just that the bridge is there ready for us to walk over. We're on it, and
Yeah, you are it, right?
yeah, we're it.
You're it. You're the bridge. Yeah.
So,
Cool. All right. Well,
so
thanks
very
for
happy that
yeah.
everybody who was inspired to come and be here, and to whoever's going to listen to the replay, because that's still a way of connecting with this energy, because wherever you are, whatever time it is, every time is just here and now. So yeah,
And just a reminder, Tuesday at what time?
it's 8 o'clock Central European time and 2 p.m.
Eastern.
EST.
Perfect. So we are gonna be here with Mike channeling Moldovan on Tuesday. We're gonna meet again. Nice.
Yes. Yes. Well, you guys are doing things weekly, right? Like keeping it active.
We
That's
are,
what you've
we
been doing,
are,
right?
and
Yeah.
probably bring more guests over as well, other channelers. So we're expanding and
Just
reuniting.
expand, expand. That's the main thing.
Yeah. Yeah. The momentum will keep building. And I know for sure that, yeah, this is just the beginning where I'm going to want to, and Maldon's going to want to interact actively, because you could imagine the amount of time that I have been exploring this and practicing channeling, and all of the buildup in which I never did it in front of groups of people. So
But that's
it's like an explosion is about to
uh,
happen, I feel.
I'm happy for you. I mean, that's like
Yeah.
to do it in front of people. I mean, that's like it's like very fun, and it's like to have this energy all together, like
100%. Yeah.
yeah.
Right, so we'll say thank you very much to Linus again for coming forward and sharing Rahan with us. I'm feeling so much like appreciation, love, and just like joy. I feel so much more joy at the moment, being part of this and being able to like radiate that out to everybody else is joyous as well. So thank you, Venus, for coming forward.
Yeah, thank you all for having me here.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us and your questions and your presence and your love. I love you all. Mwah, mwah.
Yes, exactly. It's the questions that actually bring forward more questions and bring forward that energy. So it's a beautiful co-creation with everybody. So
Yes.
we'll say good night and thank you very much.
And
Thank you all.
Bye. Thank
five,
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
4, 3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Bye.
Bye.